Hey guys, John here, just giving you a heads up that the video that you're about to watch is actually taken from a bigger segment called Terrifier 2 Ending Explained. So even though this one's about Sienna Shaw, if you want to see a longer version, granted, maybe you have 5 minutes, maybe you have half an hour, I don't know. But the option is right here. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Which brings us to Sienna. Sienna Shaw is the main lead of Terrifier 2, who was introduced simply as a foil for Art the Clown, the Batman to his Joker. Good standing in the face of evil. What we know about her and her powers is very little though. We know that her power comes from her sword, and possibly her outfit that was created by her father. We know that Art has a difficult time killing her. And trust me, he does try. Every time he tries and fails, he's got that look in his eye like, he's like the evil witch trying to get those slippers. He's like, It's kind of great. We know her character is based on films such as The Beastmaster, Red Sonja, Conan the Barbarian, and Excalibur, amongst other films in the sword and sorcery genre. We also know that her father had an inkling of things to come, and assumingly set the stage in such a way to give Sienna a fighting chance. Her dad is like Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you will. We know that he had visions of Art the Clown, which I theorize was only possible because of his brain tumor. I think it's the same reason why Sienna is able to see the pale-faced girl at the party. Mixing Molly, Xanax, and alcohol and a whole lot of anxiety put Sienna in a certain mindset that allowed her to see something that no one else can. As far as her being the chosen one, I think it's a fun idea, but the more I think about it, the more I think she's actually not. However, much like Obi-Wan Kenobi, don't let the truth get in the way of motivating your main character. I think we're going to find out that Sienna has powers because she believes that she does. Her father wanted to protect her, so I'm willing to bet that the only way that he could do this was to empower her into thinking that she was the chosen one. Let's go back to Art. I know Leon has stated that he wanted to make Art as visually different from Pennywise and Freddy as he ever could. However, as a dream demon, they follow similar rules in how they function. I'm willing to bet, much like Freddy and Pennywise, Art's power comes from his victims believing his existence and being afraid of him. Sienna is no different. It's only after knowing that she's about to die along with her brother that she finds the belief that she needs to defeat Art. The sword is powerful because she believes it to be. The father planted the idea of her being a hero by placing her inside of the notebook. That was the seed. I have no doubt that the father caused his own car accident to further stress the importance of this notebook. He knew a sacrifice would be necessary to give his words more weight to our hero. And it worked. In the third act, Sierra believes she is the Queen Phoenix, after finding out in a vision that she has failed her friends, her family, her mom, herself, out of mere desperation to save her younger brother from certain death. She believes she is the hero her father saw in her because it is the only crazy option she seems to have left. And it works. Well, I mean, mostly. We have sequels to consider. But I have no doubt when it comes to Sienna, the power was always within her. Dream demons, for the most part, have always been defeated by believing that they are less powerful than you. It's only once fear takes over that evil is able to hurt us. It was true with Freddy, and it was true with both of the versions of Pennywise.
This is battery acid, you slime!
It's honestly the only way you can actually defeat these kinds of things. Much like our own dreams, they only have the power that we allow them to have.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding his supposed death. The authorities issued a statement claiming that his body disappeared from the county coroner's office the morning after the attack.
He's dead. I saw it happen.
Director's statement. According to Damien Leon, he said, "There's a supernatural tone in Terrifier 2 that I tried to capture a little of the essence of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, an element that you really get in the crowdfunded dream sequence. Dawn of the Dead was also an inspiration for the film in terms of how relentless and violent the film is, stating, "You don't go too long without something crazy happening, or something violent happening throughout the entire course of the movie." Leon has said that his dream would be to do an epic George A. Romero zombie film, saying that no one quite captured the essence of the original Romero trilogy, that they were doing it well when The Walking Dead first started, but they kind of fell off for me. Someone really needs to capture that essence somewhere between Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead. That's what I enjoyed. As far as the future, both Leon and Thornton have confirmed that a Terrifier 3 is planned, along with further installments that will slowly build on Art's background and motives. With the heroine of Terrifier having been driven insane, Terrifier's two protagonists is also set to be the franchise lead and return in future films and related media. As far as where I think the franchise is going, I can sum that up in one word: hell. Like all lore, the ending usually reflects the beginning in some meaningful way. The devil and his followers will still be on their quest to bring forth the Antichrist and take over the world. Sienna will have to go down there in a last-ditch effort to try to stop them, fighting deadites as she goes. I mean, come on, it's the third one. We might as well Army of Darkness this bitch. I'm expecting castles, dragons, and of course, evil fucking clowns. Think Game of Thrones in hell, where the castle is abandoned of all the characters except for evil ones. And Sienna has to go and fight literally everybody. And I'm expecting Art to be a royal pain in the ass. After seeing the post-credits scene, it appears to me that Art is now raising his own army of yellow-eyed demons that are loyal to him, most likely to take down Sienna. The possibilities for this are absolutely endless, most likely ending several movies later with Art being dropped into some kind of deep, bottomless pit, and Sienna saving the day, of course. Naturally, I would expect some kind of scene where Art pops his head up like Freddy just to let the audience know he's coming back. Because we gotta keep him coming back, right? You just gotta keep him coming. I mean, we haven't had a supernatural masked killer like Michael, Freddy, Jason, Jigsaw, Leatherface, Chucky in a long time. Like the 90s. It's weird to me that Ghostface is kind of like the newest masked, iconic movie serial killer. You know, we've kind of moved away from that. We have things like Dahmer and, you know, we're always watching those kind of stupid true crime type of deals, but even as early as the 2000s, like Final Destination took front stage, followed by like Paranormal Activity and the Saw movies and, you know, Jordan Peele stuff, but we really haven't had a masked serial killer in a slasher doing a new genre, just scaring the shit out of people in a long ass time. So the more movies they want to make, the better. I will show up for them. I love that they have this like grindhouse midnight showing feeling. The quality isn't that great, but you don't care because it has a lot of these great practical effects. It's nothing like Halloween Ends. I enjoyed Halloween Ends for what it was. With a little bit of time to kind of separate myself from my first viewing, getting past the whole Corey Cunningham thing and just taking that movie for what it is, I still can't get past the fact that the dialogue is written like one of the Twilight sequels. I mean, everyone just speaks in complete... You know what? I'm getting off track. My point I'm trying to make is that Terrifier 2 is not that movie. Terrifier 2 is the little engine that could. Terrifier 2 is the sleeper hit that keeps coming back by audience demand. And if you're a horror fan, there's really nothing more romantic and amazing like that. All of your favorite iconic horror movies, it's like a badge of honor. It's a rite of passage. So you put that up against The Black Phone or Halloween 13, Halloween Ends. I'm going to go see Terrifier 2 at every turn. But that's just my opinion. These are just my theories. Again, completely subjective, placed together by all the information that I found. I'm pretty sure this is where it's all heading. Comment down below. What did you think? Do you think it's going to end in hell? Do you have a theory about the pale-faced girl? I'm going to make a whole video about her because I have an idea of where that is. Couldn't really fit that into this one. Comment down below, what did you think of Terrifier 2? Are you going to go see Terrifier 3? Is it your favorite horror movie of 2022? I did a poll recently asking what is your favorite movie of horror movie of 2022? And it did pretty well. Unfortunately, I could only fit 4 in a bracket, but of all of them, Terrifier 2 seemed to win out. So comment down below. Would love to get your thoughts. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I have been John here on Burns Reviews, and we will see you next time.